Hi traders, as you could see in the introduction video of this video series, I am developing a gold trader, and let's just start the video because I want to show you a bunch of things and I don't want this video to be 2 hours, and I want to create a good structure and in each video show only the amount of information and knowledge that is not too much. Let's start. First of all, you can see that here is the gold DayTrader EA. I coded it, and I am telling you that in the first video I realized I don't want to code an insane strategy with 10 price action patterns and 8 confirmation indicators and 11 dynamic exits and ATR based stop losses, because I want to create a video series that is truly interesting for all traders and that you can learn from. And I didn't want to make a video series where in the first video I am starting with an insane strategy. So first of all, I am going to tell you this strategy because it is very simple. In this first video, in this first part, the strategy is the following. We have a simple lot size calculation that you can of course adjust. We have stop loss pips and take profit pips for long and short trades. Here are the long, here are the short trades. And then we have a very basic entry signal, and I didn't add dynamic exit intentionally for this first version because I want to make a video series where everybody can follow, and at the end there is going to be a crazy gold DayTrader EA, but the process is just as important. So first of all, our strategy is insanely simple. We have 4 moving averages, and the strategy is for long trades when the 30 moving average is crossing above the 200 moving average, we are taking a long trade. And when the 30 moving average crosses below the 200 moving average, we are taking a short trade. But here's one little simple thing. We can only have one trade at once. Basically, we can carry one trade at once. So the algorithm is not going to take multiple trades because I don't believe in that. I believe one trade at a time is the perfect way to go, and I have seen hundreds or even thousands of traders fail in the markets with those bullshit algorithms that are using the basic algorithm that everybody is selling with a different name, that is doing lot increasing and many trades when there is a pullback or when there is a trend, but in the other direction. And it is a gambling strategy. It is very frustrating to see. So this algorithm is not going to do that. Not now and not in the future. So let's just run a random test and let's just start there. It is our first test. It is our first test that we are going to do with this algorithm in this first part of this video series. Now, I am not expecting anything good. I'm just running the test to see what we are working with. And from this point, as developer, I'm going to add different layers to the strategy, different indicators, price action patterns, dynamic exits, maybe trading stop or break even to make it a great day trader. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, it is not the best. Let's just say that. It's pretty bad. It is usually the case when you are just using two indicators with random numbers and just run a test. I could have made a strategy that is good even at the beginning, but then where is the progress? It doesn't make any sense. So I am happy to start with this chart. First of all, I'm going to show you some other time frames to see how the algorithm is doing on different time frames, because that can be a very useful part of testing any strategy, and to see which one is the best time frame for this particular strategy. Of course, if you have a time frame in mind, you can adapt your strategy to that time frame, but I recommend for you to note this little trick down to run your very basic strategy and your non-optimized strategy on multiple time frames and see which one is the best. I just want to see a little bit what is our holding time if it is a day trader. Our minimum holding time is just 20 minutes. Our maximal is just 28 hours, and our average holding time is just 1 hour 30 minutes. That is a day trader. And now I am only testing for 5 years, 5-year period. And gradually, when I add more and more layer to the strategy, I am going to test on longer periods, and at the end I'm going to test on 20 years period. Let's see. So this is actually, if I see it correctly, it is positive. I want to adjust the lot size a little bit, because this was a very little lot size, just to see how it is doing with a higher lot size. What are our numbers? Because sometimes you feel the market's better with the correct lot size. There's some interesting numbers here. It is not that bad on the daily time frame, to be honest, given it is only a 2-indicator strategy at the moment. It would have been positive on a daily time frame in the last 5 years, which is very surprising. Now I am going to do some optimization, and I tell you why. I want to show you how you can use optimization to your advantage and not to your disadvantage, because in my opinion it is very, very important. I intentionally left this at a different period that we are in now. It is because optimization doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter if you don't forward test your strategies, because forward testing is the same as you would, and now listen very carefully, as if you would run it on a live account, especially if you are using not the zero latency ideal execution stuff, because that is not realistic. You should always use the most realistic environment and do robustness tests that I am going to show you the next parts of the series. But so this is a part that I intentionally left this way, because I am going to optimize the strategy until this period, and the period after that is going to be completely unknown for the algorithm. And now I know there are some traders who are not familiar with this whole idea, but in short, when you are using and training data and optimizing data, the most important part is the fitness function, and you should always focus on how good your algorithm is going to do on unknown, on out of sample data, on forward test, or we can call it on live testing, on live trading. It is the same, and it is the most important part, and most traders fail because they don't do this part. They just optimize their EAs. It is looking awesome, but after that they don't do the forward test part, and if you try to do that, you are going to see how difficult it is, insanely difficult to get a great result over and over again in forward test. But if you can do that, you know that you have a high potential to win in live markets, and that is your goal. So in this series, I'm going to continue adding more and more layers to the strategy until I will be getting great results over and over again, as it's with any scientific process. Let's start. First of all, we are going to use a fast genetic based algorithm, and let's just optimize very simply from 200 pips to 500 pips, because we are talking about DayTrader, so these numbers are perfect, and the step is going to be 10. Also, we are going to optimize the first indicator, the moving average that is crossing the bigger moving average from, I would say, from 20 to 100, and the bigger, the longer period moving average that is waiting to be crossed from 150 to 300. I think it is going to be a great optimization range, and I am going to optimize it open prices only, and after that I'm going to test with both 1 minute and every tick data. But it is much faster to optimize this way, and it is much better for the video. And also not just for the video, but for the process. And I always recommend to code EAs that can be optimized with the open prices only, because that is much faster and you can add things to the strategy and you can be flexible when you have fast optimization. Now I realized that the daily time frame is not going to do many trades, so maybe I'm going to switch to the 1 hour time frame, because I know for traders it is not a number that is enough, and it's completely understandable, but let's see. It had a great win rate, a pretty good risk to reward ratio, a great profit factor. So with optimization, it is looking great. For just the sake of fun, let's do a forward testing, and let's see how it is doing. I don't know. I am not expecting anything, but actually it seems like this optimization was very successful, because it got the trades right, and after the optimization period it didn't went down like almost all the strategies. So it was fun. Let's go back, and I think we are going to do an optimization with the 1 hour time frame, because there is much higher number of trades there. And what is the holding time now? Average holding time, it is like 2 hours. It is fantastic. Rather 3 hours. Maximal time is 11, 12 hours. Great. Let's see if we can make anything good from this one with optimization, and then we are going to see how it is doing on live out of sample forward testing data, because based on my experience, in my opinion, it is going to do awful. And if not, I don't have to make a whole series about this. So I kind of hope that it is going to do not really good, because then I can show you all the layers that I'm going to add to the strategy to get to the point where it is going to be amazing on live accounts and out of sample testing. Full optimization doesn't do anything good for a strategy, so I'm not going to do full optimization now. I'm going to wait until like 3000 passes here, and after that we are going to go through the different results here based on profit factor, Sharpe ratio, and all those kind of things. I don't want to see those. Yes, just yes, these are perfect. And you're going to see how this robot is going to behave on live data and in optimization as well. And after this, I'm going to test it on the 30-minute time frame that is going to do many more trades and do an optimization that as well, and see the out of sample forward testing data on that one as well. And so we are going to compare these 3 time frames, and don't believe in any Forex YouTuber who is not doing forward testing, like out of sample data testing, because it is even more important than tick data quality, which is a big thing from me that I'm saying this. Let's see, it is enough, it is enough. Let's see how it is looking like. Yeah, so in backtest, it is very good. It's great because it is done like 170% gain and only 13% drawdown, which is a good ratio. The win rate is pretty good. The Sharpe ratio is above 5, and so it is great. But now here it comes the forward testing after I running a few different examples. Let's see some lower drawdown one as well in backtest. How much is the... Yeah, the Sharpe ratio is also on this one. Let's see what is the lowest drawdown. Yeah, this was the lowest drawdown. Okay, okay, pretty good. And in the forward test, I am going to run more different parameter set. It was July. Yes, let's see. It's completely random out of sample data for the algorithm. It is the most important part of training any algorithm. Let's see. I'm excited. Yeah, so it is not very bad, but it is not good either. It didn't blow the account after the optimization. So probably if you would do a full optimization and after you would run the forward test, your EA would be showing to blow the account, because full optimization only curve fits an EA. And if you don't know the meaning of curve fitting, it is only fitting the parameter set to a certain data, and after that certain data the algorithm is not going to work because it is like over optimized. But this is not over optimized at all. It has a little drawdown, but yeah, it is not over optimized. Let's see some different ones. If we got some positive ones, maybe. Yeah, this is completely positive. So what does it mean? It means that if you would have chosen this particular parameter set and you would have run your gold trading EA on live trading, it would have won, and quite handsomely, with pretty good drawdown, pretty good win rate. So this strategy is not as bad as I thought it is going to be in the first round, because my expectation was that I have to add like 5 more layers before it gets a little bit profitable on one of the parameter sets. But my goal is to get it profitable on more of the parameter sets. So I have some work on it, and I'm going to make a long video series about it, and a very useful video series about this whole process. I am now just testing random parameter sets out of sample, and I want to test this parameter set on the 4-hour time frame, and it is great. It has an 80% drawdown. So what is the holding time on this? Because it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a DayTrader. Let's see how it is doing. Yeah, pretty good. We got in. Yeah, it is doing great so far on completely out of sample data. So it means that it is going to be very interesting to work with this strategy on a 20-year data and make it great on a 20-year data and then a couple years of out of sample data. And as I said in the previous introduction video, I'm going to upload this particular EA to MQL5 in the coming days, and so you can get it and experience it, optimize it, and just or trade with it even, because I'm going to also attach the best set files that we got from a specific video like this. So with this set file you can actually start to trade. Let's see it on daily time frame. I don't think it is going to do any trades on the daily time frame. One trade, but that is positive, so it is better than I expected. Let's see the 30-minute time frame. It is not good. And now we are testing the 30-minute time frame on the period that it is much better than I expected, I am going to be honest. It is, yeah, at the beginning it had a bad drawdown, but after that it was pretty stable. I think it still needs optimization, so let's see. Let's do an optimization for 3000 passes with these simple ranges. And ranges are very important in optimization. Also in the next chapters I'm going to show you how you can use complex fitness functions, which means like complex criteria to select your best passes, your best optimization sets. I am talking about these. So for example, you choose this, but this is not the best one. It is only based on the maximum profit, and you're going to have a complex criteria based, like equation based result that is going to be doing much better on live forward testing. It is going to be interesting. On the 30-minute time frame, there are not many EAs that are doing great long term. So I have to add that on the 30-minute time frame, you are going to have to optimize your EA frequently to make it profitable. So I prefer the 1 hour time frame, the 4 hour, and the daily time frames. I'm pretty interested in this. How it is going to work out on the 30-minute time frame, because so far it is doing better than I expected personally for this first round, with only 2 indicators, no dynamic exit, no ATR based stop loss. Interesting. Let's see, it is going to be enough. I wait for 2000 passes only. I'm going to also show you some full optimizations, but not with the profit based, but the complex custom criteria based. Let's see how it is looking like on the back test. It's not the best, but not that bad either. But it is doing much more trades. And now let's see the out of sample testing, if it is any good or if it is even positive. I am not sure. It is, it could have been worse. Let's just say that. Yeah, I don't really think the 30-minute time frame is going to be our time frame. I think the 1 hour time frame is going to be the best one, because we can reach a pretty comfortable amount of trades there. That is enough. but at the same time the noise is not that big on the 1 hour time frame, so we can, I think it's the optimal time frame for this video series, so let's just stick with that. Even if the 4 hour and daily time frame results may be better, but they are not doing too much trades, and in this video series I want to create a day trader, so I need more trades. I hope this first part was interesting for you with a ton of useful information. I tried to sneak into it. In the next part I am going to add one more indicator to the strategy and possibly one simple price action pattern that I am going to explain. And also I am going to test the strategy on 10-year data plus 1.5–2 years of out of sample data to see how robust it is. So stay tuned. And also I will put the MQL5 EA of this algorithm into the description, but not after this video, but the next video where we are going to have some much better results. Ciao.